If you're watching this video right now, somebody sent it to you, and honestly, you need to thank that person because what I'm about to share with you right now is going to change your life. My name is Abike, I'm an undergraduate, and today I earned 6 figures working directly from my phone. But 3 years ago, my life looked nothing like what I'm about to show you. I was broke, I was depressed, and I was drowning in debt from online scams. I know how that sounds. Everybody online claims that they were once broke, but me, I'm not here to impress you. I'm here to tell you the truth because what happened between then and now wasn't luck. It wasn't connections, and it definitely wasn't overnight success. I discovered one skill that quietly changed the game for me, and in the next few minutes I'm going to show you what that skill is, how I found it, how people like you, whether students, young adults, even complete beginners, even 9-to-5ers are using it to earn in dollars without selling any product, recruiting anybody or begging anybody for money. But before I get into that, let me tell you a little bit about my journey. 3 years ago, I just finished secondary school. I graduated with all A's, and I genuinely believe that my life was already set from there. But no, life humbled me bad. Despite my good results, I was rejected for admission twice. My parents couldn't really afford to send me to a private university, so I was stuck at home, no job, no money, no school. Every day I had to beg my siblings for the littlest things like transport fare, data, while watching everyone around me move. I felt stuck. The shame was unbearable, and I honestly felt like a burden on everybody around me. So like many desperate people, I turned to the internet searching for legitimate ways to make money, and this was when I saw a Facebook post about a job called appointment set. I applied and I got accepted. I truly believed this was my breakthrough, but that excitement did not last long. My so-called boss then introduced me to an investment opportunity. He told me if I brought him money, he would double it for me. Looking back, I know how that sounds. But you have to understand where I was mentally. I was young, I was desperate, I was broke. I just wanted to believe that something would work for me. And this guy showed me screenshots of him doubling money for other people. So I borrowed money from my brother, from my cousins, from my friends, large amounts. And then my boss disappeared. He blocked me everywhere. Then everything was gone. He deleted all our chats, cleared all our chats on Facebook. Everything was gone. I was devastated, completely broken, and in so much debt. But I tried again. I joined 2 more companies, and both times I was scammed. By the third scam, I couldn't take it anymore. I fell into depression. I stopped believing in myself. Eventually, my mom had to loan me the money to pay back my nagging debts. I felt like a failure. I had to start working as a sales girl in my mom's shop to be able to pay back the money I was owing her. And honestly, it was one of the darkest moments of my life. A few months later, I saw an advert for ghostwriting for blogs on one of my friend's story. And honestly, I was not even interested, so I just scrolled past it. After being scammed 3 times, I didn't trust anything on the internet anymore. Every opportunity looked like another trap for me. But this one kept appearing. I kept on seeing it. She kept on posting it, kept on posting screenshots, kept on posting students' win. So one day I reached out to her and she was explaining to me about it. I was so scared. But then I remember telling myself, this is the last time. If this one does not work, I'm done with anything online. So I scraped together the little money I had saved working as a sales girl and paid for the ghostwriting for blog posts. I couldn't even pay the full amount up front. I paid half, and I was literally shaking the entire time. I was so afraid of being scammed again that moments after paying, I actually begged the coach then for a refund. They refused, and at that time I was very upset. I was like, this thing was a scam. For this woman to refuse giving me a refund, like she's a scammer. But looking back now, that simple refusal changed my entire life because for the first time, something actually worked. In my first month ghostwriting for blogs, I made about $20 for a whole after working every day for a month. It wasn't impressive, it wasn't life-changing, but it was something. It was better than being scammed. That small win gave me confidence. Then in the next months, I stumbled on something that completely shifted my trajectory. Foreign companies are paid in dollars for written content, especially storytelling-based content. This wasn't the blogging that I paid for. This was something different. And so I started studying how these companies worked on my own, what they needed, how they hired, and more importantly, how they didn't actually care if you were professional writers. This was when everything changed. I started ghostwriting for these companies. In my first month working for these companies, I made $100. That was the highest amount of money I've ever made in my life. In my second month, I got more contracts and made more money. I was now earning consistently every month. By the end of 2023, I had achieved what I had never imagined possible for myself at that age. And here is what surprises people the most. When I discovered this ghostwriting, I was not a writer. In fact, I was one of those students that struggled with essays in school. Writing was never really my strength, but while working for these blogs and companies, I learned a system, a repeatable process on how to earn without writing myself. I modified it, simplified it, and applied it strategically. And using that system, I made my first $1,000 from ghostwriting without even typing anything myself. I went from being broke, depressed, and in debt to consistently earning from a skill I didn't even know existed a year earlier. Now, this was 3 years ago. Since then, ghostwriting has paid me every single month without fail. And at some point, I realized something very important. I wasn't really special. If this could work for someone like me with no connections, no writing background, then it can work for so many others. Students struggling to survive, life, mothers looking for extra income, young people tired of depending on allowances, anybody who simply wanted more out of life. So I started teaching others, and the results of my students shocked even me. Seeing people make $2,000 monthly, seeing people make $11,000, $19,000 from this simple skill I found on accident was crazy. The stuff that me and my students have been using to make so much money, don't worry, I'm about to cut this for you in this video. Now at this point you're probably wondering, so what exactly is this ghostwriting thing? Because when most people hear the word ghostwriting, they immediately assume it is either writing speeches for politicians, writing blogs for small businesses, or freelancing hustle on Fiverr or Upwork. This is not what I'm talking about. The type of ghostwriting I'm talking about is working with large foreign companies that need massive amount of written content, stories for their platforms, apps, and digital products, and they're willing to pay hundreds to thousands of dollars per month for it. They are not looking for famous authors. They just want people who can work quietly in the background and deliver content consistently. And no, this is not Fiverr gig or Upwork freelancing. It is not bidding against 1,000 people for a $10 job or chasing clients or begging for work. These are foreign companies actively hiring. And one of the companies you're going to work for is owned by the same company that owns TikTok. It's called ByteDance. You can check it out. And that's just one example. There are several others. What makes this so powerful is not just the pay, it is the demand. These companies don't have a limited number of slots. They hire millions and billions daily. And as long as the internet exists, content from these companies will always be needed. That's why ghostwriting as a skill is not a trend. It does not depend on any algorithm. It's not going to disappear. It's not going to disappear overnight or crash. At this point, you're probably thinking, do I need to know how to write to be a ghostwriter? Do I need to have any writing experience? What if I can't write? What do I actually do as a ghostwriter? So firstly, let me simplify everything for you. Firstly, you do not need to know how to write to be a ghostwriter. Yes, that's a common misconception that only writers can be ghostwriters. No, I'm a ghostwriter. I've been a ghostwriter for 3+ years and I'm not a writer. That should tell you so much. When I say I make money without typing anything myself, I meant that as a ghostwriter, you don't have to be typing in front of a laptop every single day like most people think. You will learn systems and templates that will make you work smart, not hard in this skill. As a ghostwriter, you're not selling anything. You're not recruiting anybody. You're not convincing anybody to buy a product. You're simply writing stories to these companies and getting paid for it. So what do you actually need to start ghostwriting? People ask me all the time, Abby, do I need a laptop to start? Do I need to have special skills or a university degree? The answer is no. All you need to start is your smartphone and access to the internet. That is it. How much can you earn as a ghostwriter? I'll be very honest with you. Your income as a ghostwriter depends on consistency, not luck. A single ghostwriting contract will pay you about 500,000 naira or more monthly, and you're not limited to one contract. You can sign as many contracts as you want. You do the work, you submit it, you get paid. Now, these results are not just mine. Most of my students they have no writing background. They've never worked online before. Some of them are still in university or in secondary school. Yes, within weeks of learning this system, they started getting contracts and earning consistently. These are the same people who once struggled financially, but today they earn consistently from this skill. Now, the truth is that not everybody is born with a silver spoon. I wasn't, for example, and for a long time that felt like a disadvantage. But if there's something I've learned over the years is that lack of privilege does not mean lack of potential. Wealth can be learned. Skills can be acquired. Ghostwriting didn't just give me money, it gave me options. It literally gave me control of my life. Now, when I started, I didn't even know this skill could change my life the way it did. I was simply trying to survive. But after seeing how much it transformed me, I realized I couldn't keep it to myself because there are so many people just like I was. There is no age or skill limits to be a ghostwriter. Anybody at any age can be a ghostwriter. Take a look at Barbara, a university student in her first year in uni, who earned over $11,000 plus from a single ghostwriting contract, or Ope, a 16-year-old secondary school student who became a millionaire from ghostwriting profits, or Janice, a single mother of 2, earning about $19,000 from a single ghostwriting contract, and so much more. So everything I've learned, the exact tips and tricks I used to achieve success, my mistakes, my failures, my strategies, my shortcuts, and the same methods my students are using to constantly achieve success, I have compiled into a single program, the Ghostwriting Earning Vault. Inside the Ghostwriting Earning Vault, you will learn a complete list of these companies. You'll be learning the exact platforms, websites, entry points, and information about them, how to apply in a way that gets you accepted. There's a specific way to position yourself that makes these companies want to work with you, even if you've never written anything before. How to deliver high quality work without writing anything yourself, or better still, without being a professional writer. This is the secret where I'll be showing you exactly how I made my first $1,000 from ghostwriting without typing anything myself and how you can also do the same. Now that is not all. When you join the Ghostwriting Earning Vault, you would also be getting lifetime mentorship from me personally. I normally charge 70,000 to 100,000 for one-on-one mentorship. You'll be getting this included. A proven upward guide from one of my students who has made millions from the platform, a complete Amazon KDP training so you can publish digital books and create another income stream, a full dropshipping course to diversify your earnings even further, and access to our private community where you'll be getting daily support from me, my team, and other students who are actively getting contracts and getting paid. This isn't just a course, it is a complete system for building financial freedom from just your smartphone. Now you might be thinking, this sounds great, but what if I try it and it doesn't work for me? Let me be very, very clear to you. If you go through this course, follow the steps and actually apply what you learn, you will get results. I've seen people with less education, less time, and worse circumstances succeed with this. The only way this will not work for you is if you don't take action. So what do you Now, the Ghostwriting Vault originally goes for 100,000 naira, and this is the amount that all my students you've been seeing, this is the amount they paid to work and learn from me. But because I know the economy is hard enough, and I put myself in everybody's shoes because So what do you need to get started in your writing journey? You need your smartphone, you need internet connection, and a one-time investment of 40,000 naira to unlock the Ghostwriting Earning Vault and all its bonuses. That is it, 40,000 naira. That is less than what I lost to a single scammer, and this will give you a skill that pays you for life. So to join the Ghostwriting Earning Vault, simply reach out to me on WhatsApp or reach out to the person that sent you this video. Once you join, you get immediate access to the training, the resources, and the community. And when you do, make sure you thank them because they just handed you the key to a completely different life. I'll see you in the Ghostwriting Earning Vault. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on your notifications because I'll be sharing more high income skills that can help you build the life you deserve.